welcome to today's show. Now, today I thought it'd be cool to do a Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer reaction. Now, obviously, when we first start the trailer, it's fantastic. We see some comedy moments with Venom and Eddie, and I think that's great. And, seeing the symbiote and him bond like that and making breakfast together and talking together is fun. And like a lot of people have said on Instagram, on YouTube, it's really interesting to see how and what they would do when they were on their own, and I think that's great. I don't even know if they've touched on that in the comics that much, what they do in their spare time, and I think that's great. And obviously, the CGI isn't final, so I could do with a bit more detail on the tentacles when they're whipping around doing all the breakfast. But I'm sure that will come in time. And I thought it was hilarious seeing that happen, it really was. And the way that he was just like singing along, doing it like it was an average Sunday morning, I think it was hilarious. It was really fun. So yeah, I really love the start-up of the character there, the way they've done that with the comedy. I think it's really fun, and I'm really looking forward to more comedic moments in there. But apparently, this one is going to have a lot more gore to it, and a lot more sort of violence, and maybe even some more swearing and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they balance the comedy and the the 15 or 18 rating, or if they go for PG-12 again, who knows? So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do there. Now, obviously, you see Carnage, Woody Harrelson, and you see them interacting. Now, this is where I think it's going to get a lot darker, and I think there's going to be some interesting things there. And the way they were talking, it's like Eddie and Woody Harrelson have had some interaction in between the films, because obviously at the end of Venom, you see them meeting up. So I reckon there's going to be some sort of plot that we're going to be missing out on in the middle, or they'll do it as a flashback, because there's something going on that we've not seen. Do you know what I mean? Because all we saw was them meeting the first time. So what have we missed out on? I'm looking forward to seeing that, what we're going to see and how they're going to do it. And, does Woody Harrelson's character know that Tom Hardy is Venom? So that's going to be interesting. These are all thoughts that are swimming around my head, and I think that's going to make for a good film. The way they've done it is really interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing Venom whip around. And by the looks of it, there's more of that in the trailer. There's more of him zipping around the town in there. Now, of course, I can't wait to see what Venom is going to look like in his second encounter. Now, what you have to think is, obviously, different artists draw Venom slightly differently. So, have we got a chance for the black spider on the chest? Have we got, the white spider on the chest? Have we got more tentacles coming? Have we got more details? Who knows? It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, I'm really loving the Venom in the movies and the way they've done it. I think it's fantastic. And you can really see it. Now, I want to talk to you about the bit where, was it Venom or was it a different symbiote? They haven't really specified that yet. But Venom swooping around and maybe even biting a security guard or a police officer's or someone's neck. Now, they don't show us the gory details in the trailer, but that's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. Will they do a cutaway, or will they, you actually see him bite the head off? So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It really does depend on what rating they want to go for. Now, obviously, there was tons of other details to pick apart, wasn't it? But obviously, what happens with Carnage finally coming in, and that roar was fantastic, wasn't it? That roar was utterly gobsmacking when it comes in, and you see all the tentacles and all the really cool details, and it was just, and it just makes me go, what? It was really, 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 really exciting. And of course, you know, that is a moment in cinema history to see Carnage for the first time ever on screen. And of course, you know, Sony aren't going to get it perfect, but there are times where they can change it up. That's not the final version of the character, as we know with, you know, consumers. We were able to say, you know, we don't like Sonic looking like that. I'm pretty sure people moaned about the CGI in the original Venom and they changed it as well. So who knows? There is chance for change, but I think it was pretty much bang on. Really loved it. The only thing is, obviously, a lot of people are moaning about the fact that the teeth were a slightly different colour. And that's pernickety. And of course, what you got to remember is it depends on what light source they were looking into. It could have been a light that was, you know, focusing on the teeth, and that made them look a different colour. You don't know yet. And hopefully they'll change that. But the thing is, having dark teeth in a very dark film is going to be a bit hard. They might find a way to do it. And I know that sometimes when Carnage is drawn, there's a light source of like flame coming from the mouth, but that seems like it could be a bit of a pain in the whatsits to do. But who knows? They might be able to fix that. I'm not sure. So it's going to be interesting. And how they manage that. But I thought it was really insane. And for the first time to see Carnage on screen like that, fantastic. I'm not going to complain, I'm just pleased that we've got him. And of course, you know, the interaction with Mrs. Chen and Venom is quite cute, isn't it? And I can't wait to see more of that. And Venom does love his chocolate, so he was very upset with Mrs. Chen for not supplying the chocolate. But I'm hoping that they get some more chocolate in. Because I think that interaction's fun. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to build this up for a third film. By the looks of it, they are. I suppose it all depends on how Venom 2 does, but, you know, what are we going to see next? It's going to be great, isn't it? Will we see more Carnage? Will we see Toxin? Will we see all the different ones? Who knows? But I think there's definitely lots of different scope. The way they've built it is great, because it means that there's going to be loads of different symbiotes floating around. And is Carnage the only symbiote in the film? I don't know, obviously with Venom, but is there going to be others? I think there might be. And it's going to be interesting to see which ones they choose and how they choose them. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the trailer, and if you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I thought it was great, and I can't wait to see more. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.
Mr. Slender, yes, bring me a dream,
Bum bum bum,
do 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 do, that I've ever seen.
bum 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 bum.
Please, your magic dream, Mr. Slendy, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum.